Are you ready for a job that gets you more? UPS is hiring now. As a warehouse worker, you'll earn up to $21 per hour, and you might even be eligible for a program that helps you with thousands of dollars for college, in many cases tuition free. Search and apply now at upsjobsky.com.
Card Nation, this is attorney Alex White with SueDistractedDriver.com. Our law firm is a team of dedicated attorneys ready to fight for you. If you get injured because of someone else's negligence, their insurance company already has a legal team, and now so do you. If you or a friend or loved one are injured, find your attorney at SueDistractedDriver.com.
This is an advertisement.
That's his game. They don't get back. Hayward's look at this steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Maven. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Maven off the steal.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maven. You're about midway to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven. Break it down like this. Woo!
Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And I think we've hit a philosophical crossroads. Today, Thursday, I woke up knowing something in the core of my soul. Today, we reached a point. It came from sound I heard yesterday. It came from just macro perspective, sports life. But we have hit a crossroads. And I think everybody's used to it. Your body clock can feel it. You just don't know how to describe it. But we're going to go into detail after we say hello. Steve Rummage in the building. Nikki V in the booth.
It's good to be in here, man. Another day closer. It's Thursday. That means today is kind of the fiscal sports week, if you'll let me do that.
Yes.
Because it feels like Thursday kind of kicks off the weekend because you get Thursday night football, you get college football, which the college football Thursday night game
is what?
It's kind of died with
Louisville not doing it.
Well, yeah, that and just with the NFL Thursday night.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Don't make no mistake about it. They bullied out the college.
They did, man.
But if I'm college, I'm fighting back because the NFL, like, yes, we watch it. But people, you stick a stinker like you do these couple of last weeks. You keep putting these stinkers on Thursday.
Yeah, because Thursday's kind of.
Listen, you already got people, obvious football fans, in front of a TV or near a TV. If you step up your college game, people don't mind flipping over.
Well, tonight's Rams Seahawks.
I know. Yeah.
That's pretty legit. But I mean, because Sunday night's kind of taken over as the new Monday night.
Up until this point, you would agree, like you.
Oh yeah.
The NFL was running a bunch of stinkers out there on Thursday, and it's like,
what was it like a couple of years ago? I mean, it was like notoriously bad. It was like basically the worst game of the week was Thursday night.
And it's color rush uniforms that were mostly sucked. It was all around a terrible problem.
Yep. And it's like, listen. If I'm college, I'm fighting back for that spot.
Who does college put up there? But see, then college has just packed it in, though. Tonight's Coastal Carolina.
That's terrible.
And the ESPN game is Houston and Tulane.
That's terrible.
I mean, that's just packed it in. I mean, and they're like, that's just like, we're done. We ain't got it.
Which is unfortunate.
Because
but maybe they saw this weekend and said, maybe this weekend, like, don't even.
I mean, that could be true. I'm curious real quick. Let me look. Next week's App State, Louisiana. No, I'm sorry. Next week's Navy, Memphis. Like, you're just giving up, man. I'm going to go one more just to see. I mean, Tulane, SMU. Like, you just quit, so it's like, well, and that stinks because, like I said, Thursday night holds a special night for us, but the NFL did, man. They just jumped right in there because, like I said, Monday night football, you see, growing up, and for most people in our range, Monday Night Football is like, dude, that's probably your biggest game of the week is probably on Monday night. Now, I think that's NBC Sunday night. I think, and they kind of cheat because they can flex.
Yep.
So they put you're getting the best game every week. It's like that Sunday night game, and that feels a little bigger now. But Lamar's on Monday Night Football this week.
So Monday night is the best thing that ever happened.
I was going to say, what time do the Lions play? 1:00. I really didn't know. I was looking. What time do the Cowboys play?
Yeah.
Oh, 4:25.
You knew Detroit played at 1:00.
Look, Cowboys are playing the Giants, who suck, and we're still the Fox 4:25 game.
And here's the thing: why do they keep trying to sell? On every time I look up at the television, they're trying to sell me on New York upsetting the Cowboys. If I was you, Steve, I would worry about the refs in this game. I'd have a side eye on this one.
I'm not really,
because everybody just like is going a little heavy on the Cowboys, and it's like they might be set up to get cheated on this one.
Nah.
Come on, Dak.
We play next week. We have the Sunday night game. Look, see, then we got back-to-back 1:00 games. Broncos, Falcons.
Be careful there too. Nikki be in the booth.
Want the booth.
What's going on, Nikki?
I'm wearing glasses.
Oh,
today.
Nikki.
Yeah, man, we noticed.
Yes. Thanks for noticing, guys.
Yeah.
And a couple things. Girlfriend said they make my eyes look gigantic.
They make your eyes look gigantic.
And I'm okay
Nikki.
with that because my eyes are like my fourth best feature. But at the same time, I don't want to be looking like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. They're also, I forgot how big my head is. I'm not talking about my ego. It's just literally big.
Yep.
And so they're kind of cutting the circulation off my head.
To your brain.
So I'm like stretching them out. And they're also real. This is the smallest set I've ever had.
You got to get bigger. You got to get bigger because they're just right on your eye.
Every time I heard that, bud.
You got to get bigger glasses.
No, I know, right? Like when I was looking at them, and I got the special blue light protector because I'm looking at screens all day.
Right.
So like these are good glasses. But I didn't realize like I'm looking at my reflection right now, and I mean I'm still, I still like what I see, but it's not. Yeah, they are really small on my giant ass head. Like it does not. Yeah, I'm not really sure I like it.
Yeah,
it's just, and also because they're so small.
Yeah,
there's a lot of space. So
yeah, just the nicest. I don't know, just.
Maybe they'll grow on me, and if I can make my my face less fat,
they
maybe.
Won't.
They kind of look like
they won't.
They're two magnifying glasses.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I've got terrible eyesight, so I mean, that's not going to change.
Nikki, you have to change the frame of. You have to get a different set of glasses.
Well, the last set I had the big. I went with cheap because I knew that I would break them, so I was like, oh, sweet, 2 for $100, sweet, we'll do it. And they were the big like turtle shell, looked like a librarian wore them. That was like 80.
Yeah.
And I was wearing those, and I was coaching little hockey, and I just was like, this is probable cause all over my face. I look terrible like right now. So I went the opposite way. Instead of looking like psycho might be on a government list, I went with sleek businessman.
I want to Google.
Yeah, I did something in between.
How do you get glasses to not make your eyes look so big?
You need to go to that site. It's like there's a couple. The one I use is like Zenni, but
where you can digital.
And the glass, like you go get your prescription. You got to have a real prescription, but you can put your prescription in. That's where I got these. I mean, and they're cheaper, and you can just go buy 3 or 4 pair.
Go to the site where you can like look at different types of glasses where you can just put upload your face and see.
Well, you can on this one too. Okay, but the glasses themselves, like that way I can buy like 3 or 4 pair of just different kinds.
Yeah, because those look like they're just right on his eyeballs, and it's just like, he almost has an emoji thing going.
The other thing is I got my floppy Chinese knockoff headphones that I will not retire because I love them.
I enjoyed mine as well.
They're very floppy. Like I look like a beagle right now. So
No, that is true. That doesn't
knocking them all over.
I was going to say, the massive headphones on your head doesn't help it.
Yeah, no, I look ridiculous.
This is
I'm
not a good look for
looking
you.
at my reflection. I've got
like
a
I said.
positive body.
Well, the good news is you're on the YouTube channel, so everybody can look at you
I'm
the
just
whole
gonna
time.
hide behind the monitor so that maybe they don't see.
Did you enjoy AEW last night?
I didn't watch it.
Jesus.
I went to go play hockey. It was the last hockey game of the session. And boys, I mean, I'm shoveling donuts in my face, and I got Mill and Tony's. How you doing?
Hey.
Today's gonna be a long day. I'm not complaining. Everyone has long days. This is mine this week.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm not gonna pretend like to start eating healthy today, but it's official, guys. I think I unofficially got cut from the lower level league that I was playing in.
Really?
That's how bad I've gotten at hockey. And it's like there's still some skill in there.
Yeah.
The problem is the fat and the lack of legs. I've got like one turbo boost and then I'm useless.
Yeah.
And so I need you guys to fat shame me until I get healthy again.
Okay.
So because this sucks. Like Jamie has now surpassed me in hockey too. He had 2 goals last night. Whenever we played, he'd get one, I get one, ha ha ha, whatever. But no, there was a
Okay, what's the best way to reach you? Like the passive aggressive, just hey, see you got another Focus. You can
drink Focus.
No, I mean
Focus is the one thing you can't. He's got a donut and Italian food at 10 o'clock in the morning, and you criticized his Focus.
Focus with a PH.
I'm using the example. I'm using the example of another
like
Focus.
if this was something else.
Yeah,
like if this was an Eclair or something.
Fair enough.
Right.
Okay, so how would you like to be like gently? Okay, like there's you put that down.
Right.
Okay, that's a 10. Okay, a 1 is it's okay. You'll just try harder tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's a 1.
Just hang in there, buddy.
Like a 7. Like it
Jesus.
has. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Or maybe like
7's harsh, man. It'll mess up your day.
Okay. Remember how heavy you went at me with my car?
Yeah.
A step below that.
Okay.
A step or 2 below that, and maybe I'll get less fat.
Okay.
Because I have the training stuff. I've got the slide board. I've
That's
got the
fair.
hurdles. Like we can do a little off ice stuff, but it's gonna start with. I mean, I can't be lugging around.
I'm telling you, dude. Like I literally run every day because, like, people say, like I really tell people it's like a mental health run as much as it is a for my shape, because it's just like it's my time. So it's like I always tell people, I'm like, try to find something that you like enjoy. Like I enjoy it. My run is just me. I've got it. Look, I don't listen to radio. I don't listen to it's like I may listen to some music, but it's like that's the one time that it's just me. You know what I mean? I can do whatever you do. Pray to the Lord, run, talk, think in your head, sing, whatever. But that's my hour of just me and nobody else. So it's like that. I'm telling you, man, that stuff helps. It's just like finding something like that, and then obviously not eat like a slob.
Yeah.
Like don't go get a piece of cold pizza 3 days old and stick the whole thing in your mouth.
It ages to perfection. Everything coagulates.
Are you going to be okay going back and forth to answer the phone, or are you going to get out of breath?
Dude, that's the other. Like the thing that's frustrating is there's still. Look, I'm not going to pretend I was ever an athletic specimen, but there was some athleticism in there.
Yeah.
Like.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can tell. Yes. Absolutely.
Like I'm playing in this kickball league, and if the ball is within 5 feet of me, automatic vacuum, Revis Island, I'm all over it. But a ball went like into foul territory, and I jogged over to get it and threw it back, and then it was just like.
You're like, wow.
And I was like, come on,
it's
really,
no
bro?
longer Revis Island now.
Yeah,
it's got to be within 2 feet.
Revis Island is a very small island, so that's kind of the problem. So it's like the mitts are still there, the hands are still there, the will is still there, kind of, but the lungs and the legs,
fair enough.
Not so much.
You know what though? The first step is you've noticed
is
this.
acknowledging it. Yeah,
you've acknowledged it.
Yeah.
Well, I did it
that's a
like
good
playfully earlier in the year. It's like I haven't played in a while. Everyone's like you haven't played in a while, but now it was just kind of like come on, bro.
No, it's a good thing. Come on, bro. It's a good thing. And sometimes it takes a humbling like that. Something you're good at that you're like, wow, I'm not very good at anymore.
And listen, it's probably the last worst thing I say. You, myself, Brian, like I said, Steve, we all have.
Thank you.
Yeah, we all have like an athletic motivated gene You know what I'm saying? Around us. I don't want to say gene. Just a engine. An engine, or where we use this engine and we know I can rev up this engine to really work, right? So you listen. When B Hall talked about it, it's like, no, our club teams, I'm competitive, I'm good, whatever. Steve, I say obviously accolades and whatever, so me and we all got this, like, I know I can do it. So that, look, to me, it's always been my theory. That's why all these awesome old athletes get fat, because they know, like, I can get it back whenever I want. Like I've actually just worked year after year after year training for 20 games.
Right.
I practiced a sport, exercise, so I can be the best or one of the best at a sport. So in the back of your mind, just like, whenever I really feel like getting serious about it, I can do it. So then you just keep getting fatter and fatter.
Exactly, that's the thing.
Yeah, just knowing in the back of your mind, like, dude.
Well, now it's like kind of like, well, all right, can you really? Can you?
Right. Like you watch Tyson. Like,
oh yeah.
You see how big Tyson got, and he's just like, dude. But last summer Tyson was just like, yeah, I'm back in the ring.
I'm gonna fight Roy Jones.
Yeah. Right. And listen, and we saw him training, and before you know it, Tyson was like, ooh. Look, then we went back to, hey man, would you take a punch from Mike Tyson?
I know. And the answer's still no.
Right?
Yeah.
Listen,
6 figures, and then maybe I can say
when he was chunky Tyson, you were kind of like, he probably can, he probably hit one hard, but I could dance around the ring on it. But at 58, 6, I don't know how old he is. When you saw him moving around that ring, you're like,
yeah.
I don't know if I can get away from him.
No.
still a predator, man.
Right.
Absolute,
so yeah.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
So okay. So here's the thing. I'm kind of glad we got into that conversation of mentality, because my opening, I kind of talked about a crossroads.
Yeah.
And I want to know if y'all agree. Feel free to jump in at any point on this conversation, because I want to know, like, a psychological. Are you experiencing the same psychological transition as a Louisville fan as I have went through this morning? Now, this psychological transition started when I watched Roosevelt Wheeler. When I watched his interview on GoCards.com or the Twitter, the Louisville's Twitter account. This is where it started for me. And Nikki, I kind of want to take everybody through the process. So, Nikki, do you have that Roosevelt Wheeler clip? By the way, 8150-939 is the number, 3831-939. This clip, when I heard it, Steve, it started my brain going down the road, which led us to this morning. And like I said, this is a transition that we go through every single year. And like I said, it happens in spots, but sometimes it's just okay. There's no going back. Sometimes you dabble in this idea. Okay, play this clip.
The transition from John Marshall from high school to college period is actually kind of tough, but it's kind of growing on me.
Just stop right there. Stop right there. Y'all realize that was his first comment of the interview. Mm-hmm. This is like Roosevelt Wheeler's first basketball interview.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, he did the, welcome to, to Louisville, and why'd you choose Louisville, and all that good stuff, right? And how you like the new dorms, and how you like your teammates and campus and all. This was his first basketball playing interview.
Yeah.
And the thing he opened it up with, there was no more sunshine and rainbows to his voice.
Yeah.
He said, the jump from high school. Because here's the thing, y'all. You go, listen. Marcus Maben and LaVelle Boyd, one of the best wide receivers, possession wide receivers ever to play here.
Absolutely.
LaVelle Boyd, Marcus Maben. We get on campus. You know what we were going to get tattooed on our arms? 2-year plan.
Yeah. Sure. Why not?
Nice.
Listen, myself and LaVelle Boyd, before the season, we're in the dorms. We don't know. I mean, we we're on the same floor. We meet each other. We passing each other, and we're early freshmen. I think he'd be on campus a little longer than me.
Right.
But you get the point. We're talking like, dude, 2 years max. Maybe you on that 2-year. Listen, when we're out of line, kind of to what Nikki was saying. When you spot me out of line, man, that ain't 2-year plan. You ain't trying to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just like, if you just lazy or you just not running hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe not, Bill, what you doing, man? That's 2 year. When he's eating, man, it's 2-year plan food right here. We did that, But then you hit some moments. You get up in practice, you get up in these games. I mean, of course, I still started as a freshman.
Yeah, I was going to say you was doing pretty well.
But do you get my point? Like,
yeah, man.
You have moments where the 2-year plan conversations, like, there's a lot of people out here with a 1-year plan.
Yeah.
And a 3-month plan. And, and there's some people in 5-year plans that you can take advantage of.
Yeah.
But it's 5-year plans with people with no pressure on them. Like, could you imagine playing against a patient 5-year senior where he's not trying to prove anything, so he just bullet countying you to death?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying about that?
No, 100%.
Okay. So when I heard Roosevelt Wheeler, I said, just give me the first 10 seconds again, Nikki. Give me the first 10 seconds of Roosevelt Wheeler.
The transition from John Marshall from high school to college period is actually kind of tough, but it's kind of growing on me. I love the campus. I love the coaching staff and stuff.
Listen, he loves being here.
Yeah,
he looked dog tired, and you know what? There's a quote later on. I didn't get Nikki to find it, but I'm gonna couple this in with this conversation. Quote later on. What are you working? What are you working on the most? What are you having the toughest time with? He's like, coming up, being able to push this guy out on the pick and rolls, having to, get high enough to where the guard can't get around me and trying to get back and recover my man. We've all seen that. We've all said, what is coach doing? He got his big man. But I still want to keep on telling people, if you watch NBA basketball, it's 90% pick and roll.
Yeah.
And speaking of pick and roll, shout out Carleek Jones.
Wow, how about him, man?
Shout out Carleek Jones. 13-2 in 14 minutes of basketball.
Did his thing, man.
Right?
Yeah.
And what did Carleek, what was he an expert at here?
Yeah, pick and roll, man.
Pick and roll.
Yeah.
And can isolate and get his shot off and get some space.
He's doing his thing, and he's in a great spot, man, there with Luka. Because, you know what? 13 minutes might be what you are.
Right.
Pretty good spot.
No, listen,
for a kid that was a grad transfer,
he deserved all the, and I'm not even gonna call his situation a break, but it's a break. He got a good break.
Sure.
Yeah. Just the wind broke right for everything you and I said he needs to go right.
Yeah.
It went right.
Yeah.
He got to sneak into a camp. He got to get there where there's not a lot of guards they're looking at. He just has
or there's one dominant guard like a Luka that's like,
just
we're not really picking too much more up unless he goes down.
Right. You got to just sneak in, play well, take advantage. Everything we said, like, cause
if I've got the best young guard in the game, give me a vet. Give me a 24-year-old grad guy. Yeah, absolutely.
So he got the perfect situation. But still, point being, if Coach Mack gets a reputation of his big men being able to chase, hedge, recover, stretch, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get more big men. Listen, what y'all see our big man doing, that's what you have to do in the league.
Yeah.
You can't play zone. And if you're in a weak league, guess what they do? Bring you out into the pick and roll.
Sure.
So Roosevelt Wheeler, day one, is learning. Coach Mack said it in his video. Don't tell me you want to be a pro and you don't have a pro motor.
Yeah.
So when you see your big man out at half court, hedging on the guard and then running all the way back under the basket, that's NBA pick and roll defense. And you know what it is? Hell for a big man.
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough to play.
And Roosevelt Wheeler, like I said, hadn't played a lot of organized basketball in 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So I'm listening to that and I'm like, oh, you poor baby. I'm listening to that and I'm like, I almost want to be like, Mac, you doing that already to him. You know what I'm saying? You're not patting him on the butt anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Coach Mack is, listen, You don't have to hide around the extra urgency Coach Mack is going to have on the defensive end right now.
Well, here's the thing, and the last couple years under Coach Mack, practices, it's made me wonder. And I'm not going to go too far here, but practices, it's been like nobody's really. There hasn't been any really stories of and this is not a good thing. I understand. I think in the next couple of days, you're probably going to hear that we might have lost a guy.
Natural bang.
Yeah. There might be a couple dinged up, and one maybe.
Yep.
Significantly,
right?
But it's like, and again, I'm not saying, oh, it's great, yeah, we're getting guys injured and stuff. But it's like you can tell that the team is. He's going harder in practice. Right. He's competing in practice. So that's why I'm interested about this team. And I don't mean that to any disrespect to somebody we might have lost, by all means. But I think that
we had this same conversation in the football world, so it's not like
I think that shows the competition, because I think there is a little bit less of like last year. I mean, I think Coach Mack, you have to pull the reins, because it's like I can't afford one of y'all to go down. I can't afford even knick-knack injuries, man. I can't afford that.
Yeah, but when the benefit of being deep is iron sharpens iron. I can push everybody harder. I can push these guys. So listening to, like I said, just 10 seconds of Roosevelt Wheeler, it started to it brought me into where we are in our sports season, Steve. Mm-hmm. And we're in the spot of the sports season where it's not sunshine, rainbows, and positive narrative talk.
Yeah.
I mean, you have positive talk on development, growth, but everything's tangible now. Now you've seen your product. Like we're comfortable saying Malik's just not hot now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's playing the sports, the position. So Steve, I feel like I went from the transition of trying to learn things to now I know what I have. Now I get serious. Now, like I said, now I love that Roosevelt is not. What did they say, Steve? Happiest man on the team.
Yeah,
Roosevelt would.
Yeah.
I know he enjoys being here.
Oh, sure.
He's not happy. Listen, in this basketball world, it's not fun right now.
No, this is the hardest practice.
What's the Denzel? Do you got the Denzel on? It's like, it's not funny anymore, right? Right? Like, no, sir. Oh, you laughing? Oh, because I'm funny, right?
Yeah.
Listen, Roosevelt Wheeler, again, this is him in front of a camera, so the most positive. That he's trying to put his best foot forward, for the media and everything. And even when he's asked about Malik Woods, when he's asked about the front court, I don't want to say it in a disparaging way.
Yeah.
Again, people, when my guy gets knocked down, I can clap.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of sports fans that just can't clap at a loss, can't clap with a bad day of practice. I can clap because I saw he's learning a lesson, right?
Yeah.
So there's two ways to process Roosevelt Wheeler saying, Malik Williams will probably get, the minutes, because he's been here 4 years.
Right.
Okay. Now, if he was a swaggy young punk, you'd be like, oh, he thinks he's just going to play over Malik Williams or he thinks Malik's only over him because he's older.
Absolutely.
Right? That's one way. Roosevelt's not a young punk swaggy guy.
Yeah.
You know what Roosevelt learned? That dude's good.
Yeah.
Listen.
Put your hand down. You smiling.
This is Coach Mack.
Yes, sir. Why are you smiling?
Wait a minute. Stop. Pause it. Start over and pause it. Listen, can you imagine Coach Mack has been...
Why are you smiling?
Listen, Coach Mack has been Had these kids out at the cabin, had them at the house. We in here throwing alley-oops in the pool. We having a blast. Like, man, y'all, Coach Mack is the coolest coach y'all ever seen in your life. And we talking about day 1 of practice, Nikki.
And down? You smiling?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why are you smiling?
I don't even know
football.
you.
Football's fun.
Fun, sir.
Fun, sir.
It's fun.
Yes.
You sure?
I think.
Now you thinking. First you smile, then you think. You think football is still fun?
Yes.
Sir?
Yes. No.
No?
Sir. Well, it was fun.
Not anymore, though, is it? Is it?
No, not by now.
No, it's not fun anymore. Not even a little bit.
No.
Make up your mind.
No.
Think. Since you're thinking, now go on. Think. Is it fun?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Absolutely not?
Zero fun, sir.
All right. Listen up.
Listen, Coach Mack is yelling at them about every misstep.
Yeah.
Because you can't do that misstep with these college guards, with these
I know, man.
So Roosevelt, the angle of Roosevelt Wheeler stepping out on a screen is stopping the practice right now, y'all.
Sure.
The whole practice. And Roosevelt is, dude, there's a 2-foot difference in the way I step. Like, what are you talking about, Coach? Over and over again. No, stop. Go back. Do it again. Your first step has to be towards half court. You're stepping towards the sideline. But Coach, I stopped him. It doesn't matter.
Right.
So he's going through that. And Malik is out here. He knows how to cut people off at half court.
Oh, yeah.
He knows how to get open on the screen. He knows how to open up, reverse pivot, wide open, get his feet lined. He knows how to read the defense, when to bail to the three-point line. All these little things.
Like, how is this so easy for you?
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Yes. And again, you are, like, Roosevelt was a top 10 center?
Yeah.
Or something like
close,
number 8 center in the country, y'all. Mm-hmm. You think he expects to sit behind a guy averaging 8 points a game?
Yeah, right.
Because in recruiting, we say, "Oh, how much he averaged? 8?" Okay.
Yeah, until you get there. Yeah,
till you get there and you say, "Son, 8 points a game is hard to score."
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like so. Yeah.
I was looking. He was top 15 center.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh. Number 2 player, 4-star. Yeah. Number 2 player in Virginia.
Yeah. He did not. Yeah. You don't go off to college. With a 4-year plan.
Yeah.
You don't go off to college expecting somebody who averages 8 points a game to be this much better than me.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm healthy.
Right.
Yeah, because you just don't know.
Yeah.
So now I'm listening to him kind of talk about, like, damn, like, Malik's going to play some minutes, y'all. Like, he's probably going to get all the minutes, you know?
Yeah,
it's like,
right.
Because he's realizing how good and how hard, all this stuff is. Okay, so now I watched that interview, and then I'm just like, the fun is over now. Like, not the fun. It's still going to be fun, but if you don't enjoy the sport, and you know how we always talk about this, if you don't enjoy the growth of your team, the details of being a fan, this is where you can think about checking out. But the real sports fans are getting more excited because it's like, okay, now I get to see my coach. Now I get to watch my players grow, see who's going to develop, and this applies in the football too.
Yeah.
Now you have Coach Brown. He doesn't have to say super nice positive things anymore. He can say, this is what happened on this. You players know the system now. Everybody can be accountable. You know how at the beginning of the season, you everything's just like everything's narrative, everything's speed, and this and that. No, now we got film. Everybody in the crowd, we got footage.
Yeah.
We can say, hey, Coach Brown, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? And after break, we're going to kind of bring Coach Brown's part of the conversation into this. But I'm just, like I said, I'm generally curious. Do you feel the transition into narrative to now specifics of what your team is capable of?
Well, yeah, because it's October 7th. Listen, next Saturday we'll all be in the Center watching this team play. In a red-white scrimmage. It's like, so you start to, all the stuff surrounding the season starts to go away. you don't get a lot of talk about that once the season gets closer.
Yeah, like a separation between hopes and expectations and all this stuff. Now it's like game to game. What do we have to do to win? What do we have to do to get better?
There won't be suspension talk is for now until the season starts. Once the season starts, you won't hear a lot of suspension talk. I mean, unless Mike Peace is just the word, which I don't believe this. I'm just joking. But I mean, unless he's just like, he's out there and it's like, wow, he has no idea what he's doing. But it's like, you won't hear suspension talk during the season because during the season, we're just locked in. Hey, win this game, win.
Caring.
Yeah, who's better? Okay, all right, where are we at? What's this team doing?
No better example than last year. We lost an entire defensive line before the game.
Yeah, before Virginia Tech.
When that game started,
didn't matter.
It was like, hey, Coach Brown.
Yeah.
Coach Brown's like, I lost my whole.
Yeah.
This is unacceptable.
Yeah, but we're in the game. So
that means you had enough to win.
Listen,
if you had enough to be in it, you had enough to win it.
It's the fourth quarter, and we have a chance to win. So don't give me down the stretch, man. I was just missing. Nope, don't give me that.
That is when that is when, like I said, the sunshine and rainbows kind of go out the door.
Oh yeah,
and you just start saying, no, now I'm a sports fan.
But that's kind of where I think we're at the basketball season, man. It's like we had Louisville live, we enjoyed the episodes. Now I want to get to this red white game and see my team play. And that will hold me over for a few weeks until I get my 2 weeks until I get my first exhibition game. And my exhibitions are going to be important because I have Coach Mack there for those. So, all right, let's see. I want to see a rotation.
I'll tell you what. We'll continue this conversation. Take a quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that like Stockton. Just joshing. I'ma spend this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. I can put the ball in the end zone, put a bad in the friend zone. Sound like an intro jet song, give me that tempo. Told Pooh he a fool. Told her don't let her friends know. In the Ville and I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine at Vincenzo's. Me and my amigos got that free smoke on the West Coast. Yeah, I'm talking about pre-rolls. Dark hair, she look like she go. She do. Hometown hero, feeling myself, can't murder my ego. She heard she said certified freak, hang around us and she learning my lingo. Back then, wasn't worried about me though. In the gym trying to work on my free throw.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. That Jack Harlow guy, he's not so bad.
Not so bad, is he?
He's not so bad.
Yeah, not so bad. I know.
I do remember a while back he went on a radio show and somebody tried to call in and troll him and need to get you in some of that blue.
Yeah, he was like, nah.
Was that on Sway? Was he on Sway? Yeah, I remember that.
That was on Sway. And keep in mind, y'all, when you say stuff like no, and when you claim a team, you cut yourself off from a lot of people too.
Absolutely.
And he didn't care.
Yeah.
He's like, ain't gonna happen, Captain.
Yeah. Say no, sir.
Oh, so Nikki, word on the street is there's another reason I may like him a little bit. He was asked about overrated, underrated.
Overrated.
Sean Calipari.
Big time. My boss.
Is that where he went with?
John Calipari.
Just overrated. Big time.
Big time overrated.
He didn't think twice.
Overrated. Big time.
You want to know what's funny about that?
I'm listening.
You know who he kicks it with now all the time?
Tyler.
Think Tyler thinks he's overrated?
Guarantee it.
Right.
We're starting to see it, though. Don't worry.
Just toss that out there. Well, if you want a little bad news, listen. 18 former NBA players have been arrested and charged federally for defrauding the NBA's health and welfare benefit plan.
Oh, no.
Out of approximately $4 million.
Oh, no.
Some names on here Louisville fans are going to remember. Terrence Williams.
Oh, no.
Sebastian Telfair.
Oh, no.
Tony Roten.
Oh,
Louisville
no.
fans remember that because he screwed us over at the last minute. Here's some names everybody will remember, though. Tony Allen, Shannon Brown, Will Bynum.
Oh, no.
Chris Douglas Roberts.
CDR.
Yeah. Melvin Eli. Alan Anderson. Jamario Moon. Glenn Davis.
Big Baby.
Greg Smith. Eddie Robinson. Reuben Patterson.
Oh, no.
Darius Miles.
Oh.
Antoine Wright. And Matt Palacio.
Don't defraud the NBA out
No,
of medicals.
guys. Oh, and there was a couple. Here's what I do hate about it. There's a couple of Seattle guys up there. So it's like, oh, that's probably something was going on.
Yeah. Somebody found a plug and thought they had a.
Yeah, so you hated that.
They found the same doctor that'll approve everybody.
I know.
Medical.
Yeah, so it was like, you hate to. Here's the thing that sucks, and let me just say, let me get this uncomfortable conversation real quick, and then you can pick up on it if you want.
I will.
The T-Will thing. I hate this. I hate this statement, but I'm going to make it because I never like doing this. It's like, we all knew this how it's going to end, man, at some point. You know, it's like, just the decisions. I mean, you get drafted. You're getting 2 triple doubles as a rookie. Like, you're the man. You're lottery. And it was like, immediately after that season, I don't want to be here. Shut up, dude. Like, play your 2-3 years and get out of there. And look, do a fit. The Nets were like, okay, cool. There's 50,000 of you.
Yeah.
See ya. An athletic wingman?
You can't muscle.
Later.
Yeah.
And then his career never got back. And then you just hear the off the court decisions. And it just got worse and worse. And it's like, I hate that he's not even, for the career he had here, he is not celebrated at all
for the talent
here. I mean, when you bring him up, it's like, ugh. That's kind of the feeling, and I hate that, man, because that dude played his butt off for us, man. I mean, there's all kinds of big moments you remember with him.
Yep.
And it's like, I mean, we were the number ones. I never, in my lifetime, had never seen Louisville ranked number 1 up to that point, ever. And we got to number 1. We won the Big East Championship. Like, there's moments with him, and it's like, he has got to be the most uncelebrated superstar ever here. It just sucks, man. And, you know, Telfair, of course, you hate that because you know where he came from. The story. Tony Roten's another one. It was kind of like, oh, but yeah, you just hate that, man.
But I do always take a step back.
Because these guys are. I mean, we're talking arrested, like
But see, here's always the problem. Is when the judgmental crowd comes up. Mm-hmm. Okay, because it's like the Urban Meyer thing. I don't want to defend Urban's morality.
No. And let me be clear. I was just talking about T-Will and his relation with U of L.
Yeah. But I always want to defend people's from getting overly crucified and judged. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You know, I defend their privacy and stuff like that, right? And it's just like, I always find myself in a funny spot when something bad like this happens. And I hear about people all the time, you know, fudging extra Social Security so they can get some physical disabilities. And I grew up in the military, and everybody knows military retirees find ways to get extra benefits. You know what I'm saying? And but I never would, like I said, I don't want to judge anybody. So I'm like, okay, everybody's always looking for an angle. Let's not call everybody crap. Yeah. But with your T-Will thing, it's like with the Nets thing, and you know what I'm saying, like these, you know, the military, like I said, their sacrifice kind of gives them a clean slate, you know. I know. You know, or a less judgmental state. Social Security, I have my own, my own opinions on that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't judge people just saying, need a little extra help, just, my arm's a little, it's the employee that says my back's a little hurt a little more than what it is, just kind of like that stuff. I always try to be gentle about my judgment, but I'm like, I agree with you, with that. Let me get to the phone line real quick. Doc, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Good morning. Y'all brought up
Doc, you there?
Will. Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you. Sorry.
So you brought up T. Will, and I think we celebrated T. Will's excellence on the court. We tolerated his preening to the crowd after he did something good while the other team was heading back down the other end of the court. But when he pouted, when he finally got disciplined against Michigan State and sort of gave it up and sat it out because he didn't like being disciplined for the first time in his life, I think a lot of us said, the hell with him.
I'll say this. I appreciate the call. I mean, I do think a lot of people hold that Michigan State game. Like, I do think they hold that against him pretty strong.
Because they really believe that
I think there's people, and I'm not saying this is true, but I think there's people that will go to their grave and say he cheated. He had money on the game or something. Like, because it was like, right. I hate even saying that because I'm not accusing anybody of that.
Here's the problem. He's a powder.
Yeah,
I know he's a powder. So it would be more rational that he just pouted his way out. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be nefarious money, game fixing.
I know. But he does get that game held against him hard. Like, it ain't like, see Francisco, like, nobody cares. Darren Williams, he was a beast.
Yeah.
Because Francisco got held to like 4 points in the Final Four games. You know what I mean? But it was like, that Illinois team was awesome. And Darren Williams was awesome. And they showed it. He went on to be
How is he so big?
I know.
How is he so muscular?
I know. He was a big dude.
God,
I mean, he just beat up Garcia. So, like, nobody's mad about that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that T-Will thing, it was like, how did you just not show up in the Elite Eight against Michigan State? Like, they had nobody that could, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and now I've got to watch him, or now I'm watching this foreign big man just hit free throw jumpers. Earl looks like he's do what?
Goran Suton.
Yeah, Goran Suton. Yeah. It's like it looks like Earl Clark's the only guy that is trying to win out here right now. Because Earl played his butt off that game. It was like, ugh. Earl and Andre.
Who?
Right.
The rest is complete history. The rest is complete history. I can't believe you threw that in there at the end of the
It's like you just got two dudes playing out here.
The worst.
And the problem is it's just bad. I don't know. They say the 19 former players named in the indictment include alleged scheme ringleader Terrence Williams.
Oh no!
It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
But yeah, like I said, like I don't want to go Godfather, but it's like, yeah.
Bless his heart.
You said it though. It's like you show bad decision making.
Yeah, listen. I hope in between now and the end of his life, whenever it is, I just look. He's one of those. Baby, I'm just praying that you get things together, man. Yeah.
Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville.
Are you ready for a job that gets you more? UPS is hiring now. As a warehouse worker, you'll earn up to $21 per hour, and you might even be eligible for a program that helps you with thousands of dollars for college, in many cases tuition free. Search and apply now at upsjobsky.com.
Card Nation, this is attorney Alex White with SueDistractedDriver.com. Our law firm is a team of dedicated attorneys ready to fight for you. If you get injured because of someone else's negligence, their insurance company already has a legal team, and now so do you. If you or a friend or loved one are injured, find your attorney at SueDistractedDriver.com.
This is an advertisement.